Breaking tonight, the world watches as the United States stands at a critical crossroads. All options, the White House confirms, remain firmly on the table as President Donald Trump weighs retaliation against Iran following a deadly crackdown on protesters. The message is clear, yet deliberately ambiguous. America is watching, and the next move could reshape the region. Despite the rising tension, signals of possible de-escalation emerge. The president suggests that the bloodshed inside Iran may be slowing, perhaps even pausing. But behind closed doors, uncertainty dominates. Reports suggest President Trump has been urged to reconsider military intervention, amid pressure from Israel and key Arab allies who fear that a strike could destabilize the entire Middle East rather than weaken Tehran's grip on power. Still, the White House insists only one man knows what comes next. This caution contrasts sharply with history. Just months earlier, the world was told to wait. Then, without warning, B-2 stealth bombers were launched, obliterating Iran's nuclear facilities within hours. A reminder that hesitation can be strategic and silence deceptive. Based on the possibility of negotiations, the president had said, "I will decide within 2 weeks." Yet America has learned, when Trump pauses, the clock is still ticking. As critics question his resolve, allies push back forcefully. They reject claims of indecision, insisting this is calculated pressure, not weakness. In their view, the Iranian regime is living on borrowed time, and every move is designed to shrink its options, not expand them. Meanwhile, another front unfolds. At the White House, President Trump welcomes Venezuela's opposition leader, a Nobel Peace Prize recipient, Maria Corina. The symbolism is unmistakable. A medal is presented not merely as an honor, but as a signal, a message of recognition, resistance, and future intent. Though the administration maintains there is no immediate timeline for Venezuela's democratic transition, the president makes clear, the current regime's grip is temporary. Even in moments of celebration, politics remains sharp. Referencing recent victories, the president describes them as surgical, precise, controlled, and decisive. The tone underscores a broader narrative, strength through calculated action. But foreign policy is only half the story. Back home, healthcare takes center stage. For the first time, the White House formally directs Congress on its vision for reform. The administration rejects extending enhanced Obamacare subsidies, choosing instead to redirect funding into individual health savings accounts. Transparency is demanded. Insurance companies are put on notice. Pharmacy benefit managers face regulation. Drug pricing deals are set to be locked into law. The move ignites fierce debate on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers pushing to revive the subsidies vow to keep fighting, but without White House backing, the path forward grows steeper. Then comes the shockwave. A Fox News alert breaks in real time. Senate Republicans defeat a war powers resolution that would have required President Trump to seek congressional approval before taking further military action against Venezuela. The vote deadlocks to 52-50. In a moment charged with consequence, Vice President J.D. Vance steps in, casting the decisive tie-breaking vote. The resolution fails. Democrats erupt in outrage. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer calls the vote a roadmap to another endless war, warning it makes America more dangerous, not safer. He accuses the Senate of surrendering its authority and emboldening presidential power, but the response is swift and fierce. Republican Senator Tim Sheehy dismantles the argument point by point. He points not to theory, but to victims. Tens of thousands of Americans killed by fentanyl, gang violence, and drug trafficking, he says, were fueled by Venezuela's regime. He reminds critics that removing Maduro was once bipartisan consensus until Trump acted decisively. This is not reckless, Sheehy argues. This is lawful, this is constitutional, and this is necessary. He invokes history, from the Barbary Wars onward, asserting that neutralizing an active threat falls squarely within presidential authority. To him, the outrage is not principle, it is politics. As the dust settles, one truth becomes undeniable. This was not just a news day, it was a convergence of power, policy, and consequence. From Tehran to Caracas, from healthcare reform to war powers, the decisions made, and the lines drawn may echo for years to come. History, once again, is being written in real time.